Dronningsruta, the Queen's Route, stands out as a distinctive hiking experience in Northern Norway. Often compared to Besseggen, it offers a unique blend of coastal charm and mountain scenery. Curious to explore the captivating landscapes that set this trail apart? Join us on this adventure and discover what makes Dronningsruta unique. Dronningsruta is located at the northern tip of Langøya, which is a part of Vesterålen. The hike is located between Stø and Nyksund and can be started from either place. In our case, we started in Stø, as the walk is a bit shorter. Stø can also be reached by public transport, as there is a bus from Sortland that stops at the start of the walk. Nyksund doesn't have public transport. There are a few parking spaces in the village and at the campsite at the end of the road. Motorhomes must park there. The hike can be done in either direction. We did the mountain part first. The trail starts at the main road. There is a small sign indicating the way. The trail is marked with red T's. As you can see, the weather was not the best, but it was still better than the day before when we had to scrub the hike because it was raining all the time. But it is a common sight on the Lofoten and Vesterålen that the mountain tops are covered in clouds, even when the weather is fine. After half an hour, you reach the top of the first ascent. There is also a radar station. The path continues along the mountain, and at one point we can see the Skipsanden beach, which we'll pass later on in the tour. As we were on top of the mountain, we couldn't see much for the next 6 kilometers. Actually, we could see more than the camera could capture. If you are wondering why the trail is called the Queen's Route, this is a story. The train opened in 1992 and 1994. Queen Sonja hiked this trail. She was amazed by the nature in Vesterålen, so people started calling it Dronningsruta. There is also Dronningssti by the Hardangerfjord, which the Queen said was the most beautiful hike in Norway. But back to this trail. In 2018, the Norwegian Tourist Association D&T celebrated its 150th anniversary. A series of minute-by-minute hikes, led by famous adventurer Lars Monsen, were broadcast live and in real time on television. Dronningsruta was one of them, and they didn't have sunshine either. After the plateau at Finngamheia, it starts to get steep. This is the part that most resembles Besseggen, but unlike Besseggen, it's not bare hard rock. It's loose earth, so you have to be much more careful going down. With hindsight, we should have done the tour in the other direction. Once the steep part is over, you reach Nyksundskaret. From here you can take the tour to Nyksund. But bear in mind that you have to climb up again to get there. But as we were in Nyksund the day before, we went down the hill to the beach. The video about Nyksund is also on this channel. From here, it is just a matter of following the coast. The walk we did is 11.3 kilometers long and has a total ascent of 800 meters. If you take the tour to Nyksund, add 2 kilometers length and around 200 meters ascent. The hike takes about 6 hours, but you should allow 8 hours for the whole trip, including breaks. Due to the length and difficulty of the trail above Nyksundskaret, we give it our red difficult label. If you only walk to Nyksund and back over the beach, it is a yellow medium label. The walk can be done from June to the end of September, depending on the year. Halfway along this section, you reach Enge. There is a place with a shelter and a fireplace. Before a last short climb, we reach the sandy beach Skipsanden. Here you should walk on the sand and not on the eroded area between the beach and the meadow. Archaeological remains have been found here because this area was settled for a long time. And from time to time, more artifacts appear. In that case, leave them untouched. Then we are back in Stø. This is it. We hope you have found a new hike in Norway. We have more videos about Lofoten and Vesterålen, so check them out. And we also have a whole playlist of hiking in Norway.